Hi everyone, it's Miss Rachael from Neill Public Library and welcome to Online Storytime. Let's take a look at our first book today. What do you think we might be reading about? What do you see on the cover? That's right, we have a couple of stories about rabbits to share with you all today. But before we begin, let's get our hands out and we'll sing. I have 10 little fingers and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. Would you like to see? I can put them up high. I can put them down low. I can make them disappear. Hide them, just like so. I can wiggle my fingers and I can give them 5 claps. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can fold them together and place them right in my lap. Our hands are in our lap. Our readers are ready for our first story. And let's read the title. It's called MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. There's our words. MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. By Candace Fleming, illustrated by G. Brian Karras. For years, Mr. McGreely dreamed of planting a garden. He dreamed of getting his hands dirty, of growing yummy vegetables, and of gobbling them all up. But he never once tried it until... "This spring," said Mr. McGreely, "this spring, by golly, I'm going to plant a garden." So he hoed and he sowed and he watched his garden grow. "Lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, yum, yum, yummy," said Mr. McGreely. "I'll soon fill my tummy with crisp, fresh veggies." But one night when the sun went down and the moon came up, 3 hungry bunnies appeared. Tippy, 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 pat. MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. The next morning when Mr. McGreely saw his gnawed sprouts, he was angry. So he built a small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. "There," he declared, "no bunny can get into my garden now." And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, 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 pat. Spring hurtled, dash, dash, dash. MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his nibbled leaves and gnawed sprouts, he was really angry. So he built a tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. He huffed, "those flop ears will never get over it. No bunny can get into my garden now." And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, 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 pat. Dig, scrabble, scratch, scratch, scratch. Spring hurtle, dash, dash, dash. MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. The next morning when Mr. McGreely saw his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed roots, he was really, really angry. So he made a deep, wet trench outside the tall wooden wall, behind the small wire fence, all around his vegetable garden. "Ha!" he snorted. "Those pufftails can't get under it. They can't get over it. No bunny can get into my garden now." And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, 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 pat. Dive, paddle, splash, splash, splash. dig, scrabble, scratch, 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 spring, hurdle, dash, 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 MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his chomped blossoms, his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed sprouts, he was furious. So he hammered and blocked, sawed and stalked, drilled and filled, and trapped and locked, and he built a huge, enormous thing before the deep, wet trench, outside the tall wooden wall, behind the small wire fence, all around his vegetable garden. "I've outsmarted those twitch whiskers for sure," he exclaimed. "They can't get through it, they can't get under it, and they can't get over it. No bunny, no way, no how can get into my vegetable garden now." And the sun went down and the moon came up, and tippy, 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 stop! The 3 hungry bunnies looked and smelled and touched the huge, enormous thing before them. And tippy, 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 pat, the bunnies hopped away. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his untouched vegetables, he was happy. "I beat the bunnies," he whooped and did a jiggly wiggly victory dance. Then he climbed over, jumped across, squeezed between, and crawled under until he reached his vegetable garden. "Ah," sighed Mr. McGreely, "at last." Smacking his lips, he picked and pulled up lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, and with his basket overflowing, he reached inside for something yummy. MunchA, MunchA, MunchA. Oh no! Where were those bunnies? There he is. All right, friends. Today, for our rhyme, I will be using a pair of sticks. But you can use your hands as well. Or you can get creative and maybe a pair of wooden spoons. Use whatever you have, or pencils, to clap along with our rhyme. And here we go. We're gonna sing, tick tock, goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. Oh my, it's a, what is it? You can be lots of different things. Share with your grown-up what you think you see. I could be a rabbit. I could be a cat. What do you see? Let's go again. We're going to sing, tick tock, goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. Oh my, it's a, what am I? What do you see? Maybe a cat? Maybe a seal? I don't know. There's lots of options. Let's go again. We'll sing, tick tock, goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. Oh my, it's a unicorn maybe, right? All right, friends, give yourself a clap. We're going to put our sticks down. We're going to get our hands out and we're going to sing, open, shut them, open, shut them, touch them to your toes, find your toes. Open, shut them, open, shut them, touch them to your nose. Open, shut them, open, shut them, give them a great big clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them, place them in your lap. Our next story is called Duck Rabbit by Amy Krouse Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenheld. Hey, look, a duck. That's not a duck, that's a rabbit. What do you see? Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. See? There's his bill. What are you talking about? Those are ears, silly. It's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread. It's a rabbit, and he's about to eat a carrot. Wait, listen. Did you hear that? I heard duck sounds. Quack, quack. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass. There, see? It's flying. Flying, it's hopping. Look, the duck is so hot he's getting a drink. No, the rabbit is so hot he's cooling off his ears. Here, look at the duck through my binoculars. Sorry, still a rabbit. Here, ducky ducky. Here, you cute little rabbit. Oh, great, you scared him away. I didn't scare him away, you scared him away. You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now I'm actually thinking it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look! An anteater. That's no anteater. That's a brachiosaurus. The end. All right, friends. That is the end of our online story time for the day. Let's get our hands out one more time and we'll sing Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, friends. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.